What's up, you guys? Gold Pony here, and I love reviewing cars. Wow. In 2015, thanks to you guys watching my videos and dozens of very friendly local dealerships, I've had the opportunity to review almost 70 cars, and I've been able to drive almost 40 of them. And for me, it's been an absolute blast.
Is ridiculous.
And so to sum up 2015, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, and also a big thank you to all the awesome dealerships that have allowed me to really experience the cars firsthand. And so here becomes a new annual tradition for the channel. Here's my top 5 drives of 2015.
You put your name on my pencil case,
Number 5, the 2016 Nissan 370Z Nismo.
Here we go, you guys.
2016 Nismo Z gets a top 5 spot because when traction control is off, this one becomes one of the best drift cars I've ever experienced, besides my old G35 of course. But when you put together the ability to slide around turns with the awesome power output and the amazingly bolstered Recaro bucket seats, this combination definitely makes for a fun time, and that's definitely what I had in the 2016 Nismo Z. Number 4, the 2016 Subaru WRX STI. But another thing, I could definitely get used to seeing that wing all day. STI for me is an obvious top 5 choice for me, mainly due to its symmetrical all-wheel drive system, although I was a huge fan of the short shifter as well. But I felt like I could take any turn as fast as I wanted in this one, and while I obviously didn't push it to that point, at a very minimum, I could definitely say the STI inspired confidence in me. And then there was of course that awesome rally wing in the back as well. But anyways, number 3, the 2016 Audi S3. This car is seriously fast. And although this one did not have a manual transmission available for it, the paddle shifters I can easily say had the fastest shift times of any other automatic or dual clutch transmission cars that I had driven in 2015. And that has always been a huge pet peeve of mine with cars that take what feels like forever to shift after you hit the paddle shifter. But this was definitely not one of them. And of course I liked the fact that the car could hit 60 in 4.7 seconds, but also the S3 is set up with electronic power steering, so when I changed up the drive mode to the dynamic setting, the steering sensitivity was brilliant. I felt like I was in a go-kart and I had instant control over which direction to send the car in. So that is why the 2016 Audi S3 takes number 3 on my list. Number 2, the 2016 Ford Mustang GT.
Here we go. Woohoo! Yes! That was slightly fun.
So having been an import guy all my life, this one completely took me by surprise. Basically to the point where I would seriously consider going with a Mustang GT for my next car, and here's why. Even if you put aside the fact that you can probably negotiate your way down to an even $30,000 for the base Mustang GT, the performance on this one is what really surprised me. The GT has 435 horsepower and sent me to 60 in only 4.4 seconds. And what made this one even better was the actual car I was driving was paired with the Ford Performance exhaust, so this thing sounded so freaking intense. But that wasn't all. On my way back to the dealership after one of the best adrenaline rushes I've experienced all year, I got caught up in stop and go traffic. And with the car I had being a 6-speed manual, I was about to get seriously frustrated. But what really won me over with the Mustang was how smooth the clutch was and how easy it was to find the grab point. So yeah, the 6-speed manual is definitely the way to go with this one, and the speed on the Mustang GT definitely made for an extremely fun drive. But finally, after driving almost 40 cars this year, my number 1 for 2015, the 2016 Mercedes-Benz AMG C63S. And here's why. To start, the car had 503 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, and that torque was available at an extremely low RPM range of around 1700, which sent me to 60 in 3.9 seconds.
Let's test out the paddle shifters here, see how quickly they're going to react. I'm sure they're going to be fine now. Yes, they react quick, and yes, there was some spinning of the tires in first gear there.
And yes, the power was definitely fun, but when I pushed that power around the turns, that's when the car really won me over. With the electromechanical power steering and the ability to select a drive mode labeled race, it basically set the car up with a lightning quick throttle response matched with very quick shifts and an altered suspension that was basically adjusted for the track.
Wow, holy cow. This has got to be seriously one of the best handling cars I've ever driven.
And then for a little extra icing on the cake, the car I had was also equipped with the AMG Performance exhaust and AMG Performance seats, which held me in place perfectly when I was flying around those turns. So yes, the 2016 Mercedes-Benz AMG C63S takes my #1 spot for my favorite drive in 2015. And looking back right now on the year, I am honestly surprised I've gotten to drive as many cars as I did in 2015. And I am extremely grateful to have been given so many opportunities to experience so many freaking awesome cars. So with that being said, I have absolutely no plans of slowing down, and I am very excited to find out what drives I have coming in 2016. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay gold.